See the drivers preparing for potentially their final trip onto pit road.
Matt Crafton found himself a lap down after a flat tire. Now he thinks he can win the race. Set up there and led. The thing was at the front of the field for a long time. He certainly knows now he has a truck he can win with. He'll have to do it from the back here with just less than 30 to go.
Now fuel being put into the 6. This will be their final stop. They're working on the left rear as far as the sheet metal, trying to get that as close as they can.
They need to just get it tucked back in behind that left rear tire so it doesn't act like a parachute. They're going to put a lot of the X-Flex on there.
And they're putting it on, it looks like the deck lid. Is that to hold it down just in case?
Just piecing it all together, making sure he has all the aerodynamic good that he can get out of it.
Here comes the rest of the field behind him. Let's go down to Chris Devoda.
Plan for the 16 was 4 tires, but about 30 seconds ago, crew chief Jeff Hensley said to his driver, Brian Scott, we're going to get two lefts. The hell with it, right?
Just the opposite plan for Terry Cook. Danny Rollins wanted right sides only, but Terry said under slow speeds he had a real bad vibration, so they're going to go with 4 tires on this pit stop. They'll come back around soon for fuel. Adam?
Top of your screen, the leader is Todd Bodine. He too is going to get fuel only. They are good to go the distance. They told him clean the grill, and when you pull away, get a tear off the windshield. The race off pit road sees Brian Scott, Todd Bodine, and David Starr. 1, 2, 3.
Mike Skinner, Kyle Busch.
I think I like fuel only right here, Phil.
I do too. Now, we know that Brian Scott's going to come back in.
Got
Watch
contact.
Terry Cook.
There's contact. I saw his truck smoking. Or no, it's smoking anyway.
Yeah, we see smoke coming out of the 25 just when he was coming off of pit road.
A lot of smoke. That's not just moisture on pit road.
He'll have to come back to the pits and figure that one out.
The team will probably go back under the hood of that truck. We'll find out what's happening. The guys on pit road will take care of giving you that story when we come back to Talladega. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. New Fuel Max tires help you have a winning fuel strategy.
You know, Rick, as the sun sets in the west, action's going to pick up here at Talladega. Every lap that goes by, every time they come around this track, it gets a little bit more and a little bit more intense.
Well, now NASCAR On Speed is always on, like everybody on the racetrack, with NASCAR On Speed broadband, a free super site for the hardcore fan. Get the best of NASCAR On Speed, plus exclusive videos you can't get anywhere else. Log on now to the video section of speedtv.com or NASCAR.com. How about the sun breaking through? Just a partly cloudy sky over Talladega Superspeedway. Let's go back trackside to Ray Dunlap.
Well, Rick, just to update the 25, Terry Cook said when he comes back into the pit area under deceleration, he gets a really bad vibration. He thinks it might be the rear end gear going bad on that Cajun Industries truck. They took a look at it, checked it up, and they couldn't see any fluid or any problems there. So Danny says you got what you got. Kristen?
Ray, for the 16 on Halloween, it is definitely a trick, not a treat. Brian Scott has just been told he's been caught speeding. He will go to the tail end of the longest line.
Difficult situation there for Brian Scott, so he'll have to serve his penalty. Again, we talked earlier about the Copart Challenge of Champions between Hornaday and Bodine. As they're running on the racetrack, Hornaday still with a 61-point lead over Todd Bodine. Hornaday looking pretty good right now as far as winning that Copart Challenge of Champions. Again, Ron Hornaday's favorite charity, Victory Junction Gang Camp. $5,000 goes to the charity of whichever driver comes out the winner, courtesy of Copart.
I won some money for the camp the other day on Who's Smarter Than a Fifth Grader. Did you see it?
You know what? I missed that show. You were supposed to call me when it was coming on.
He was able to donate $30,000 to the Victory Junction Gang Camp. That's a lot of kids that get to go to Kyle and Patty's camp.
American Cancer Society is the charity that Todd Bodine is racing for.
You can see the red helmet. I mean, the pink helmet. I'm sorry, that Todd's going to, I think, auction off, try to raise a little more money.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October, and Todd Bodine helping out that cause. Ray Dunlap.
Great move for Ron Hornaday. Remember, guys, he was clear in the back, and with just a lap or two to go before that caution came out, He made a really good run up through the pack. They came into the pits in 14th, and a great job by the pit crew. They got him out. He'll restart 9th here in that Copart Chevrolet.
You know, if you look at things right now, it seems like the world's all going to stay the same. Todd Bodine's looking like he's in pretty good shape.
Ron hasn't led yet.
To win his 5th one here, and Ron still ain't led.
And you said both of those could not happen, you said.
No, and I was probably wrong.
25 laps, actually 24 when they get to the stripe.
And you just got to watch these next 24 laps. This is going to be the best. This is going to be what NASCAR Camping World Truck Series racing is all about. These guys are they're going to turn up the volume.
24 trucks on the lead lap right now.
Led by Todd Bodine in that Copart Toyota Tundra. Just behind him, David Starr, Mike Skinner, Kyle Busch, and Eric Almirola. They're your top 5. Green in the air.
Great start by Todd. Did not get too far out in front of David Starr. No huge gap. Look at Mike Skinner and Kyle Busch. They may be getting ready for a run. Maybe they're going to pull to the outside.
It's Johnny Sauter. He's back from the group. But in front of a line, we'll see if that line will be able to catch back up. Somebody looking to the outside, just at the tail end. That's Eric Almirola. We talked about how strong of a race truck he has had all day long. Eric Almirola, one of the trucks that has been up front. He's led 15 laps. Colin Brown's led 26 laps. Skinner's led 9.
And don't forget about Matt Crafton, who was in front of this pack. He wasn't your leader. He was on the tail end of the lead lap. But
problems! Mario Gosselin turns around. Can he keep it down low? Try to stay out of the line of traffic. He does an excellent job. Stays to the bottom of the racetrack until they cross the start-finish line. The field goes by. The MyTireMonkey.com truck now headed the right direction once again, and the caution comes out for the 5th time.
Didn't get warmed up good from this last restart. Murray did a great job keeping that truck from sliding back across the racetrack in front of the pack. Mario was running up in the top 10, and he got turned around.
He's been consistently running in the top pack. Mario Gosselin has had a great race. His first race with MyTireMonkey.com. Take a look. Right behind him, that's Max Pappas.
Max is like right there. He's appearing to look like a dart with no feathers. He was just buffeting all over the place, and with him not having his truck straight and then trying to bump draft on top of that, it just was disaster for Mario Gosselin. Fortunately, like you guys said, Mario was good enough to keep that thing from returning back up in the middle of traffic. Great job by Mario.
But watch that 9 truck. He was on the inside, on the outside, back and forth, and then unfortunately Mario was the one that paid the price.
You got to make sure you're going straight when you bump draft a guy, and even so then, Rick, you don't want to be bump drafted in the tri-oval because you're not going straight. Watch all the moves made here by Max. Outside, inside. Oh, I'm going to hit you. And now he continues to do the same thing. Got Mario weaving around and spun him out.
So around goes Mario Gosselin. The Aaron's Lucky Dog is going to go once again to the 0-2 of Steve Park. This is real time. This is the way it happens. Take a look at that 9 truck.
You look at Mario steering there, trying to keep that truck straight.
Listen, he was hard on the gas, too, wasn't he? He knew he didn't want to go back up in the middle of all that traffic.
Steering the entire time, though. Great job by Mario.
That tire monkey probably helped him.
I bet he had a wild ride.
He's going to need to get some more tire monkeys for that truck.
He needed a whole bed full of tire monkeys to keep that thing going straight. No harm, no foul. There's your Aaron's Lucky Dog. Steve Park gets his 2nd one of the day. Maybe Steve can hang in that lead pack now that he's got a new lease on life here.
So the 0-2 of Steve Park will make his way by the pack. He'll get a lap back. Well, the fans are getting exactly what they wanted from Talladega side-by-side racing.